Somewhere during the mid to late 40s, my granddaddy came here when my daddy left to go to the war. My family's all from Bay County, Lynn Haven. My daddy was raised in Lynn Haven. My mama was born and raised in Southport. When he come back, they got married, they settled down here where his daddy had moved to. My dad oystered. My mama shucked oysters, and he shrimped and oystered, you know, whatever it took to live off the water. And they finally had a seafood dealership they run. And then they quit that, and he went to doing other things. I started going on the boat with my dad oystering probably when I was 12, 13 years old, days off from school. And at 17, I started oystering on my own, was married, supported a family. Working with my dad, my Uncle Vernon, my dad's brother. The memories they shared with me while we was oystering, their dad shared with them. But I bought an oyster license every year. The first year they come out was in 70 when you had to have a license to oyster. It was free that year. Mr. Willie Henderson that was Department of Conservation then, and he was the only one here. He checked all the oysters and wrote all the license. He wrote the license up for us, and he says, they free this year, but you wait and see if they don't charge you next year. But I've had one every year since then. It's changed so much, it's hard to say. When I can remember when I first, you know, my earliest memories of it and what I see now is just unbelievable. Like most of the oysters used to be sold shucked. Now most of them sold in the shell. And like the bay shut down now, and you got aquaculture going on, and it's just so different. I don't know, it's my heritage. It's been my life, you know. For all these years, you know, no matter what you go off and do, your roots are still here, and that's where your heart's at. I've had captain's license, done the tugboat deal and the crew boat deal and all that, but it just wasn't what I wanted. This is what I always wanted. It's one of them things, if you wanted to work hard, you could do good. If you didn't want to work, you didn't do nothing. You was your own boss. You was independent, like you said. But you know, there's been some good money made out there. And I remember there was so many oyster boats anchored up in the channel out there, and you could literally step from one boat to the other. I mean, it was unreal. There was probably a dozen oyster houses here in East Point. I don't know how many in Appalachia, probably that many more over there, little ones, big ones, and all that. Caravel, Sock Shopping, Panacea, and all them oysters come out of this bay. And the next year, they'd be there again. But used to, we had like a 9-month season. It started September and ended 1st of June or end of May. And then they went to this year-round stuff, and I had never actually been for that. As far as I know, I'm the only person left in the state still making oyster tongues. I know I am in this area. There's not enough business, you know, to really, you know, keep a full time at it. But, you know, I sell a few down, ship them down south. I send some to Bay County. I've sent some to Alabama. It's just something to add on a little bit, you know, to keep going, you know, to work and make a few extra dollars in the shop.